It's time. Yes. Have you found a spot where no one can see you? I wasn't that lucky. If you followed me before, I'm Ana Belaval, and I have a son that I call El Metiche, or the nosy one. And I told him he can be with me in the mornings, but the Whine Wednesdays are mamas. So mira, como que no te veo. Sape mota. Oh my goodness. Happy Wednesday. Cheers, everybody. How do you like my glass? I love this. It says, because homeschooling 2020. Seriously. I need to see more loves for this, because how many of you need this glass right now? Because homeschooling 2020. Or are you at the point where you're just drinking out of whatever cup you can find? I mean, whatever. It could be a solo cup, real Chicago. In Chicago, that's how we all drink. Solo cup, because we may or may not walk around the street with it and we want to hide it. Or are you putting it in a tumbler? Or are you pretending it's in your coffee mug? So no, I want to hear you. I want you to tell me, where are you putting your wine right now? Because or your whiskey, whatever. Lo que sea que te está tomando, where are you putting it? Because I'm trying to keep my dignity, and my friend Melody gave me this awesome glass she got for the 3 moms that have been homeschooling, kind of supporting each other. Because let me tell you, for this homeschooling thing, you need a village that will make you feel good about yourself. And when you're crying because your first grader does not want to write in a complete sentence, and the teacher told you that he can do it if only you encourage him, but you're not an educator, and what the heck is she talking about? Well, I have that group. I have plenty of members of that group, and one of them gave me this awesome glass. She bought it on Etsy, because homeschool 2020. Ay, madre. I do have to say I'm happy. In a coffee mug. See, Fig, you've got it right. In your Yeti, because it keeps it cold. Is it white wine, Nancy, or is it more of a cocktail? Have you moved on to booze, to serious hard liquor? I hope not. Because, my excuse is that 1 glass of red wine is approved by the medical association, whichever I pick, right? So this is it. I have my essential AF glass. AF as you know what? Esa me gustó. Oh my goodness, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Kevin, thank you. I want to know where you guys are tuning in from. Welcome to Whine Wednesdays with Ana Belaval, where we're going to get to wine and support each other. And I'll give you some great ideas that I've come up with during my segment around town, which has been, like many of you know, homebound. Hopefully in July we head back out. Wait, what do they approve of? Oh, they approve of the white wine too. Don't worry about it. And if you ask friends of mine, vodka is also medicinal. At the beginning, we were using it as hand sanitizer. So mira, maybe it's sanitizing your body. Margaritas go in my tumbler. But are you making the margarita? I like it in a Tupperware tub. I like that. Kankakee, my dad's favorite spot. My dad always says, because you know how here they give you the weather graphic at Kankakee is always in the tornado alley. God bless them. And my dad's like, Kankakee, nena, what's happening in Kankakee? I love my dad. Your glass of Merlot. Joey, there's nothing wrong with that. I moved from Chicago after 48 years, and you live in Virginia for 3 years now. San Diego, oh, tequila, see, and you slowly sip it. St. Charles, Largo, Florida, oh, I love it. Listen, working from home has been quite the experience, as you all know, because I get to broadcast in the morning, but I don't know if you feel this way, and maybe you don't, because I finish work really early, so I'm not really at work while the kids are doing school, and that's why it's more the most torturous part of my day is the homeschooling. But in the morning, I feel like it gives me purpose, right? It gives me something to do, and the kids need to be out of their pajamas and that kind of thing. Plus, I don't know about you, but I think that I work better. Like I nail work. Like I know what I'm doing at work. This motherhood thing is still kind of tough for me. I gotta admit it. Not a lot of people admit it. And if you're Latina, menos todavía, porque todas nacimos para ser mamás. But this is hard. This is the hardest job in the world. And I'm very, very honest with my kids. They know when I struggle, and we're in this together. Pero gracias a Dios, cheers to the fact that I'm done with first grade writing. Aleluya y gloria al cielo. Oh my God, I am so excited. Who else is done with homeschooling? Give me some likes and some hearts so I know. Oh, just 2 of you? Is everybody in the Chicago public system? No, I'm sure other people have finished school. If not, we have, whoa, there we go. There are my loves and my likes. We have 1 more week. But thankfully, oh, Margarita Wednesdays, come on over. Come on over with your margaritas to my Whine Wednesday, no importa. Donde bebe uno, beben dos. So what I was gonna say is that we have another week of homeschooling here. We're in Chicago, so Chicago Public School Systems has 1 more week. But like any good last week of school, they're like wrapping up. And as they wrap up, tears, like I wanna cry. I need a certificate for passing first grade because I've been teaching it since March. So I would appreciate a caravan to come by our place con globo, pandereta, confetti, the works for me. Okay, I conquered first grade. Who else is afraid that this is what we're gonna have to do for the fall? Because I'm really worried about that. That in the fall, oh my God, your kids finished e-learning in May? Suertuda, it can't be. Are you serious? Hola, Anda. Jilly, you are so lucky. Hi, Humble Park. I love this. Be, Tamiko, her daughter graduated 12, like senior year, and she's done. Here's to you. Cheers. Here's to homeschooling 2020. May we don't have to do it in the fall, pero me huele como que sí. You're watching from the north side. That's where my in-laws are from the north side. I'm gonna cry the entire week, the last week of school. You're right, because I feel like we're in this together. Before I'd pick up my son, I'd feel bad for the teacher. Summer, here we go. But my main concern, and I told you I wanted to talk to you guys about this, is y ahora qué? Because we got a letter. So the Chicago Park District camps are open. The YMCA is slowly rolling out, but there's a lot of places that lost the location. Like the camp my son was gonna go to was in his school, and the school is now not providing the building because of the coronavirus. And I don't know if I'm very much into online camps. Tomorrow on WGM Morning News, which is where I work, lo que paga la cuenta, what pays the bills, we're gonna talk with the YMCA and with Chicago Park District because they're rolling out their camps, but a lot of us signed our kids up with places that are not sure yet. And what if you don't feel comfortable sending your kids? So there's a lot of virtual options, pero here's my problem. Right? How many of you love the virtual options? Here's my problem with the virtual option. Mira, hello from Mississippi. That's how I know how to write it, Mississippi. Here's the thing. Those virtual options include that I have to go buy the materials. And I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the 7-year-old so that he doesn't light the place on fire. See, the older one, I have a 12-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. My 12-year-old, I got her a job, and she's gonna go back to her job that she's been having since she was 10 years old because she didn't want to go to camp anymore. And I asked a friend of mine who owns a flower shop, the same one that makes my beautiful flowers, from Blossoms Anytime. And I said, do you need an intern? And she said, yep, I do. And I said, take my 10-year-old. So Ame has been doing that for the last 2 years. But El Chiquito needs activity, needs to run around. And I live in a condo. He can't be running around here. The 3rd floor neighbors already hate us. Nos van a odiar más if I have the kid running around here. And I don't want to participate. I've participated enough. We passed first grade. You know what I'm saying? So, what are you guys gonna do about camp? Let's see. Elizabeth, you have a 12-year-old too? Boy or girl? Am I a Pinot Noir kind of lady? Yes, I think so. Yeah, I am. So yeah, I am, that sounds suspiciously similar to homeschooling. Don't you think? That's what I'm thinking, Mary. That the homeschooling and the virtual camp the homeschooling and the virtual camp sound very similar. And if I didn't like doing math, I'm gonna like even less doing arts and crafts, because you don't know me, but I was not born with that arts and craft hormone. Ask around. I outsource it. I ask my friends. Here's a secret, ladies, to survive when you don't have a lot of skills. Get friends with lots of skills, okay? And that will solve the problem, right? How many of you have good friends that will do the arts and crafts for you? Can I see some loves? Can I see some likes? You're not crafty, but your girlfriends are. Let's outsource it. Let's pay somebody else to do it. Thank you very much, porque es que no es pa' tanto. No es pa' tanto. La maternidad es difícil. This is not an easy job. We need help. So yeah, like for example, in order for me to do this in this little corner of my living room, that has nothing to do with the mess that's in the rest of my house, you know, because I'm faking it here. These pictures don't even go here. And the flowers were somewhere else. And if I pan to the left, you're gonna see el reguero, the mess on my left. Yeah, my producer Natalie, who pretty much produces my life when I'm at work, says that her sister is very crafty. Yes. Morning Cup of Crazy. Follow her on Instagram. She has a YouTube channel. I am gonna send my kids over to the suburbs to her so she can run a camp for them. So let me see. Ahora suena el timbre. See, here's the point of what I was telling you of what happens in this house when I try to do something. This is where working from home is so hard, because I told my lovely husband, who is very supportive, that I had to do this at 5 o'clock. I said, please take my son at 7, take him to the park, so el metiche is not ruining my drinking time. Because usually what I do is that I hide in the stairwell, para que no me oigan, para que no me vean, porque they can smell me huelen. So I need this moment for me. My husband's like, sure, I'll take them. They just left at 5:08, right? I heard the whole discussion of where they were going. My daughter is in a Zoom meeting in her bedroom. I can hear her too. And my husband told me, what time are you gonna be done? Because at 5:30, I need to sign out. Porque no cooperan. O sea, it's like my friend Sandra says, they help, but with their limitations. Right, ladies? I mean, I need some love for this comment. They help, but you gotta leave a list. You gotta leave ideas. ¿Verdad? Así ellos cooperan, porque solitos no pueden. No pueden. So just now, the door, and I had to, is this not the cutest pop socket? It says poderosa, powerful. Okay, so that's the thing. I just had to open the door for the delivery guy. Had to set up the other one for her Zoom meeting. So here you go. I'm off all summer too, and let's see, and what are you saying? And I can't figure out what to do with ourselves. I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you some options tomorrow. See, they were supposed to go to performing arts camp 3 times a week. Evelyn, I'm on your boat. Or in your boat. English is not my first language, so pardon the prepositions. The prepositions are the hardest for me. And if I'm having wine, más todavía. Yeah, I don't know. And the people who had kids in sleepaway camp, anyone show me with likes or hearts if you had kids in sleepaway camp y te lo cancelaron and they canceled it. I see, because you thought you were going to be without the kids for 3 weeks. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But like I told you, a lot of park districts are daring to open the camps without pool, without field trips, and the kids in masks. And smaller groups. And the YMCA is rolling out also. I know that swim schools are opening again, but that kind of freaks me out too. Yo soy exagera. I know. People who know me know that I can be very Americana for a lot of things, but when it comes to my kids and wet hair outside in the cold, I think they catch a cold. Imagine how I'm doing with this pandemic. I'm telling you. I don't even know how I've taken them outside. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Cosas de la vida, enjoy your glass of wine. I'm telling you, enjoy it too. ¿Qué harían los So he can finish and help me work with You Deserve a Break. Oh my goodness, thank you. El metiche lo mandé para el parque. Que el metiche es un metido. As soon as he saw this light go on, my 7-year-old was like, which side? I'm telling you, here I come, Betty Ford Clinic. Listen, I'm telling you. So here's the thing. I wonder if this happened to you guys too. The beginning of the quarantine, when it was really desperate and we didn't know what we were going to do, I had a glass or two of wine a night, right? And then, but I was working out a lot so I could keep my mental sanity. Work out. But I would eat all the cupcakes Amelia was making. I would drink all the wine. People were dropping off things. And then I said, the shorts are not closing. So I'm going to stop the sugar at night. I'm going to stop the drinking. But then more disasters happen in the world, more unrest that I have to explain to my children. So there. Ship them off to your brother. My brother lives in Puerto Rico where they have been on lockdown with the stay in place longer than us. I don't even think the beaches are open. My Puerto Rican friends can correct me, but they have been really, really stuck at home, and there is no possible. But wait, now that you said that, my brother's not working, but then I gotta get him on a plane. That's another thing that worries me. I don't know when I'm gonna go back to Puerto Rico to see my mom and dad. Thankfully, they have WhatsApp and I can see their faces, or at least I can see my dad's face. Porque mami, unless she looks good, she won't show up her face. We need a break too. I had 4 babies, a la vez. Cherry, did you have 4 babies at the same time? I would send them on a treasure hunt for like hours. That would be, hello, San Antonio. I'm so thankful one has graduated college. I see, terminaron. You guys are done. So, any suggestions? So this is one thing my producers and I were talking about, that we're not gonna go out of the house for around town until July, because that's where we feel a little more comfortable about it. But what we are going to do is maybe, Natalie's online so she will tell me, we are going to try and find places for you that you can go, like Starved Rock in Utica, Illinois, that you can keep your social distancing, but at the same time, enjoy nature, go for hikes, because there are different places where where that's permitted. You know, we live in a lot of places that, different from Illinois, have more relaxed whatchamacallits. Wait, I think I saw my friend Marisol. My friend Marisol is watching. Because you need to understand this. I have a group of friends from high school that we were only like, 5 of us? And we are in constant communication, texting each other. And all of us have very different lives. So today I said, nenas, please, you need to watch this because we're going to do this every Wednesday, right? Do you like this? Every Wednesday we meet here for a little wine. If you show me some likes and some love, I'll know that you're there and you'll want to meet on Wednesdays for some wine, some well-deserved break. So yeah, Eva, we're going to try and come up with some ideas of places we can go. We call them one-tank trips. Places in Indiana, Michigan, around us, where you can safely practice social distancing but enjoy running around and so on. Natalie, my producer from WGM Morning News, calls those places that give Ana a heart attack because she can't see the Willis Tower. Because I'm very much a city girl. And if I can't see the Sears Tower, which is what I call it, entonces me pongo mal. Because I don't like to be so far away from the city and the noise and the ambulances and the smell of gasoline and all that. I'm a city girl. I moved from an island to the city. Como dice mi mamá, no me voy a adentrar. Oh my God. I gotta show you my Natalie Vallecillo. Oh my God, all my girlfriends are showing up. Okay, I gotta show you this t-shirt. I'm not gonna pan anyway. I'm just gonna get up. How cute is my t-shirt? And it says Respira. Respira means breathe in Spanish. And you're not gonna believe who gave me this. My dad. My my papi got me this t-shirt in Puerto Rico. I have no, hi Mari. I'm telling you, my girlfriends from high school and I have been able to, that's also part of the village that has helped me survive quarantine. So my dad bought me this t-shirt. I don't remember where he bought it, maybe at the mall, and he gave it to me last Christmas. Apparently my parents think that I don't breathe enough. But here's the irony when they become grandparents, right? When I was my daughter's age or in my 20s, my parents had a lot, my energy didn't bother them, right? Oh, you're full of energy, it's great, it's awesome. But all of a sudden, after I had kids, I have to run after the kids all the time, and they have after school activities and this and that. And when I take them to Puerto Rico, I find things to do with them, and I go out and play ball with the kid, and my husband and I take them here, and my husband and I do this and that. And my mom's like, "Nena, siéntate un minuto, tate quieta, you run around too much." Oh, so I think that's when my dad gave me this t-shirt that said Respira with 2 giant lungs and a heart, because he's concerned about my well-being. Because I hear that constantly. Tú no paras. Those kids don't need you to be going on all the time. But seriously, am I not right? The kids need, and more if you live in a place that's always cold, like Chicago. We have maybe 3 good months, and they're not consecutive, of good weather. So you gotta find them activities, and you gotta take them, because listen, after all these months stuck in here with a 7-year-old and a 12-year-old, you realize how much you value those places you can go to, because we're stuck here. Thankfully we have each other, right? Pero uno se cansa, no? Oh my God, you see, Rocio, you run around all the time. Yes, you're right, Natalie. Natalie, who's 28 and single, and only has nieces, is saying that we should all stop and breathe once in a while. Let's give Natalie a lot of hearts so that we don't smack her for pointing out the obvious. Poor Natalie, she works with 2 old ladies, Sweary Mary and I, who constantly tell me, Whiskey Wednesday, I like Whiskey Wednesday, who constantly tell Natalie, wait until you turn 30, wait until you turn 40. And the poor thing is trying for us to stay positive in life and love life. Y nosotras, deja que cumpla 30. Like Natalie will eat a hamburger next to us like at 10 in the morning, and we'll be like, heartburn. You just wait till you're 30, poor thing. And she's such a good soul. It really is. Oh, I see. No, Eddie, seriously, what we need is divine intervention. Hi, Julie and Rocio. Excuse me. I can tell it's quarantine because all my friends from Puerto Rico are joining because I love you guys. They don't have much to do. Bienvenido, Jerry. Jerry's like my other big brother, the one with common sense and a fashion style. My brother Mario, he has a really big heart, but no fashion style. Él lo sabe, I'm not lying. I can't stop and breathe. My kids constantly want snacks. Ceci, preach. I have a 5-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl. Hard to keep them off their mobile devices. That's the other thing. That's the other. I'm sorry that I get interrupted, but I'm reading your comments, so I don't want them to go desapercibidos that I don't see you. I want to give you shout outs. How come you're right, Fran. How am I alone? I explained earlier. And if you're watching the rebroadcast, I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself, but for the folks who are just joining us on the live stream, I had to plan this as if I was going live on TV. El Metiche, my 7-year-old, is at the parking lot of the Chicago Public Library, close to our house, socially distancing play date with his friend, both wearing a mask and scootering. My husband took my son to the park, and my daughter is in a Zoom meeting. But they were jonesing to get in. I did this. I'm not promising that every Wednesday I'm gonna look this good and this is gonna look this pretty, because it is what it is. We're still on phase 3, so I'm gonna go, when I finally leave for work, I'm gonna come back home because I have to, because everything else is closed. And you may find me in the stairwell once. I did that once. Because seriously, no me dejan. So I'm glad you guys joined me today. So yes, tomorrow we're going to talk about camps. And I promise you next week on WGM Morning News. And by the way, if you're in Mississippi, Alabama, Puerto Rico, wherever, San Diego, you can stream us live. I don't know about Disney World because you know what? I heard that amusement parks are like como un foco donde esto se puede pegar mucho. You were in the garage once. What is the weirdest place you've hidden from your children? Now, we're gonna finish with this. Dime, what is the weirdest place you've hidden from your children? I've hidden in the stairwell because even if I hide in the bathtub, they find me. I hid in the bathroom from my mom and 37-year-old brother. I get it. I get it because it's not only moms. If you've been quarantining with a lot of people, where do you hide? In your closet. Were you quiet, Elizabeth? Because you gotta stay in the shower. Lots of us taking long showers lately. In the laundry room. Oh, that's good that you have it. Mary in the bathtub. That's good. See, a lot of people in the bathroom. I better lock myself in the bathroom. In the shed in our backyard. Was it a she shed? Did you hide in there con el reguero like you didn't care that there was a lawnmower there and possibly a chainsaw? There was no light. I like that. Lots of people in the closet. Lots of people in the closet. En el basement. Yo no tengo basement, but I have a rooftop deck. And the other day, I said that I was gonna go up there to check how things were. Y me quedé. I stayed there. And I decided I wasn't coming back. Of course, I worried because my 12-year-old was showering and my 7-year-old was running around here. And I'm a Latina mom and a mom itself. And I worried one is gonna slip in the shower and the other one is gonna turn on the stove, but nothing happened. I was only gone for like 20 minutes. I hid in the garage because they don't have a key. Yes, and don't give them a key. In my home office with the door locked. Oh, I love that. No she shed, but you hide there. I like that, Tracy. Under the bed. Ay, Sonia. Debajo del porch. Maritza, you were desperate. You were under the porch. I love that. I tell my kids I'm sick to my stomach and go in the bathroom. In my car. These Whine Wednesdays may be in my garage in my car. Not driving, I promise, but they may be in the garage in my car. All right, so we're gonna meet here every Wednesday to have our Whine Wednesday. Some days I'm gonna have some of my friends join me, some influencers and some great women to give us some great insights on different topics, not necessarily motherhood, but it can be small business owning, makeup, fashion, education, you name it. And so I hope you like it and you join me again by my pool. The kids don't want to swim. I like that. You went for a drive. I've done that. I sit in my car. I know. Maybe we'll have Robin one of these days, but Robin doesn't know how to operate these things. I probably have to call Robin on FaceTime on my phone like I do with Mary. Look, mira la Sagrada Familia, que cosa mona. Dios me lo cuide. I'll have Mary and Robin join us on the phone because we don't know how to do this thing. All right? So thank you for watching. We will see you next Wednesday for Whine Wednesdays with Ana Belaval. Los quiero. Thank you for joining and have a wonderful day. Salud!